way Dharmendra Pradhanji's handled the education ministry should be a matter of great shame for a great nation of ours. Give us a choice of ethanol-blended petrol that we want for our vehicles. A vehicle is the second most expensive thing you, your family members, your team member will buy, right? Don't impose your fucking choice on us. Give us a choice. Politics in India has become a family business, including Karnataka BJP. It's completely family run. Completely. Yadurappa ji's son is in politics. Your entire top leadership of BJP in Karnataka is Parivarvad. I am anti-BJP. But look at the Prime Minister's body language. Look at how humble the man is.
Yeah.
Look at how he talks to people. Look at Amit Shah ji's when he's with citizens. Look at how they address the media. There was a woman in this press conference that the government organized. She was from Engineers India Limited, which has nothing to do with petrol, fuel, or automobile. And I swear, bro, I'm not making this shit up. And I'm going to send you that screenshot. She said the policy, the mission of the nation is one nation, one fuel. I do believe firmly the democracy will help us and diversity will help us. I would rather be India with its madness than be China with its authoritarianism. Ethanol goes in Formula cars. Bro, first of all, your roads are not Formula roads. First of all. Second of all, a Formula car is serviced in the middle of the road. A common citizen is not doing that. So what are you coming up with? Why are you comparing it? That way, kerosene-based fuel is also used in planes. Can I use that in my car? Where do these things come from? All Indian rich kids, billionaires are nepo kids.
Yeah.
There is no self-made billionaire in India. How will you grow? You will never win an election saying Modi hatao, Modi hatao.
Right.
Okay, it's not about Mr. Modi. Okay, but if not Modi, who comes in? Because I may have 100 problems. Who do I trust to solve those problems becomes the question. Is crypto legal or illegal in India?
It's technically illegal.
But Nirmala ji takes taxes on it.
Yeah.
But you're allowed to trade in it.
Yeah.
So, it's the discretionary power of a babu to fuck you over. There are micro Indias, but there's also a larger goal of India. Have we defined what that larger goal of India is? What is that one definition that all of us can hold to?
Tehseen Poonawalla speaks to the left, to the right. Everybody likes Tehseen. Tehseen is a logical man. Tehseen is the kind of a person that the opposition needs. These are comments that are not just in my mind, but on social media. Why doesn't Tehseen Poonawalla finally join a party?
Thank you, Sharan. First of all, thank you so much for having me here. Slightly delayed in coming here because of the traffic jam. So I think I'm not in any political party because then I won't be able to do your podcast because I'm so unfiltered that political parties would find me a liability rather than an asset.
But a lot more happens on television.
Yeah, but I'm the sane voice on television. I'm not the insane voice. We have people who are laughing hysterically on television. We have people who are fighting, throwing water on each other. So I'm not in that category. So I'm like the sane voice.
But at some point you do plan to join?
At some point, I do plan to be involved in the governance of India, yes. I don't know how, but I do. It's a visualization.
There are two different ways when I look at the Poonawalla brothers. Shehzad has managed to, manage the media very well. I mean, he has his own style and you have your own style. In a manner of speaking, say somebody young is navigating through this landscape right now. There's a clear generational difference between political aspirants who are old. They treat the media very differently as opposed to, say, somebody young like you. How does one person manage to, navigate through the landscape that is so confusing today for a young person?
First of all, I think Shehzad's brilliant. Though I'm more good looking. Damn it, we will not cut this. Reel kato. Iska reel katna. And usko bhejna. Send it to him. Send it to Shehzad, this reel. But no, jokes apart, I think he's brilliant. I think he's the best spokesperson in the country today. I honestly believe that. To be with him on a channel is honestly an honor because you have to be so well prepared. The guy is brilliant. But I also think where it works for me is, I think the way media now is, or the way people see media now, particularly with social media, with kind of stuff you guys are doing, the podcasters, etc., you got to be real. I think you can see through the bullshit.
Yeah.
with social media, with YouTube, Twitter, WhatsApp, Instagram, etc., the social media universe, particularly the podcast universe, which has grown phenomenally in India, you can see through the bullshit. And therefore, even the alternative media, or so-called alternative media, is doing well. And even within the alternative media, those that are fixed interviews, those that are fixed podcasts, those that are fixed ideologically driven news reports from either side are seen through.
Yeah.
I think if you can cut through the bullshit and call out the spade for what it is, I think it works. I think that's the only way. I don't think you can manage. I just think you have to be authentic.
Is that the reason what you see as anger on social media? I mean, let's come to the entire CJP thing, anti-establishment sentiments later. But purely from a perspective of, say, there being anti-establishment sentiments, right now you can see that with the ethanol controversy, right? You know, what's happening. But there's also a side which says that first of all, I want to know what your take on this is. I know that a lot of your suggestions have been received with mixed feelings.
Yeah. So I don't know why people are so upset about the suggestions we give. I thought we were pretty logical.
Yeah.
Give us a choice of ethanol-blended petrol that we want for our vehicles. Please understand, Sharan, a vehicle is the second most expensive thing you, your family members, your team member will buy, right? Don't impose your choice on us. Give us a choice. Number two, put all documents with regard to it in public domain, period. That's just the way democracy works. Don't go about, we told you, bro, trust us. Put it in public domain. Sharan's not a fool to not be able to read it.
Yeah.
Third, whatever vehicle issues that people are facing, and some of that could be exaggerated, have a forum where people can settle their fears or there can be a resolution to it. However, work it out with people because there's a genuine concern and fear, including petrol average falling. And fourth, don't roll out a future policy without a 360-degree infrastructure. What the fuck is wrong in what we are saying? It's very logical. But people are still saying or making comments like maybe you want petrol on Blinkit. Maybe I want Hardeep Puri ji's resignation on Blinkit. So I don't know where this is coming from. This is not what we are asking. We're not even saying ban ethanol 20. Of course you would have an alternative policy. Of course India should have one. Why should it not? I'm not stupid. I'm just saying don't screw up my vehicles. What the government has done is got a bunch of so-called experts to do a press conference. And I'm not making this up. They said that, oh, even if your vehicle is ethanol 10 compliant, you can put ethanol 20 petrol. And now you have all these articles coming out justifying it. Yeah. I'm not an expert. But why did the instruction manual of the car or the bike strictly say not to put it? So were you lying then or were you lying now?
No, it says that the guidelines, of course, like say a different thing. But in lived experiences, some of the mechanics that have written these blogs, they say that if you are BS4 compliant, then it means that it's an equivalent to the Euro 4 standards, which means that your engine is capable of basically taking an E20.
Cool. All I'm saying is put the documents in public domain, not an article that you write and have influencers spread it around, which says, trust me, bro, I've read the report. The ARAI report, a very reputed body based in Pune, my home city, there's a report. Why is it not in public domain? The CM report is not in public domain. The only report in public domain is the Niti Aayog report, which says two things. Yes. A, don't implement this program till 2030, implement this till 2030 so that the earlier vehicles phase out because there will be an issue and you will have storage for petrol, which is ethanol 20 blended. Now, it could be that your engine is capable of taking ethanol 20. Again, I'm not an expert. Maybe the mechanic is or the engineer is. But also your ethanol 20 blended fuel is currently being stored at the same petrol pump storage, which was not compliant for ethanol 20 because as you know, ethanol absorbs moisture. So there is a separate storage for it, which was in the Niti Aayog guidelines. And out of the 1 lakh odd petrol pumps across India, how many have been upgraded? Again, maybe they have. In 2 years, they magically did it. I haven't seen any petrol pump where work went on, and I haven't seen that. But maybe it is, and put that data out. What we are asking for is transparency. That will anyway quell doubts. The only answer we get is, trust us, bro, it's all good.
Yeah.
That doesn't work.
Yeah.
Can you, look, in any democracy, Sharan, when I'm today talking to you, in any conversation, both of us are equals. There must be a level of respect. You can't have people coming on there and saying, no, it's all okay, government has taught, it's all good, you trust us, you don't understand your engine.
But what's the reason that this pushes, I refuse to believe the fact that this is being done so that the exchequer, gets relieved a little bit. it's for the EV push is what we are being told by people within the government. But what's your reading on this?
But then tell us again, even if it is,
Make it clear.
tell us.
Yeah.
Tell us, look, we have an EV policy and we would like that. On a side note, not the EV policy in India is also not the electricity charging from the EVs or from coal plants. 80% plus electricity is anyways thermal in India.
Right.
So again, whatever it is, you are the government of the day. We are the people of this country. You're not our bosses. You're not our father. I have a 3-year-old son, even he doesn't fucking listen to me. He's very clear on that 3-year-old what he wants. So don't push it down. I swear, bro, I'm not making this shit up. There was a woman in this press conference that the government organized. Like, she was from Engineers India Limited, which has nothing to do with petrol, fuel, or automobiles.
Right.
But Engineer India Limited sounds fancy, right? So she was there. And I swear, bro, I'm not making this shit up. And I'm going to send you that screenshot. She said the policy, the mission of the nation is one nation, one fuel. Bro, when you have people like this, now, if I say fools like this, they'll say she's a woman or whatever. They'll play that card. I'm not. Even if a man said it, because Hardeep Puri said some ridiculous things, which we're going to come to. Were you smoking up and doing a press conference? One nation, one fuel? You're going to put ethanol in plane? Like, dude, who talks this? And these are experts representing the government. You see why there's a mistrust?
Yeah.
Now you get that?
Because there's no clear communication.
There's no clear communication. One nation, one fuel?
So that leads
Under the One Nation, One Fuel initiative, we've decided ethanol-20. Fuck you. Like, what the fuck was that, bro?
Yeah.
And this was a serious press conference. You think this helped the government? When Hardeep Puri ji did a press conference, he goes like, first of all, with respect, when you do a press conference, and you know why media works, be humble. Shit like this. And you talk like this. Bro, it's like you are some superior.
Seems very disrespectful.
Yeah, and he said, yeah. It's, Formula cars also use ethanol. This is arrogance.
Yeah.
I'm anti-BJP. But look at the Prime Minister's body language. Look at how humble the man is.
Yeah.
Look at how he talks to people. Look at Amit Shah ji's when he's with citizens. Look at how they address the media. Look at Rajnath Singh ji.
Right.
These are mass leaders. Mass leaders. You're from Karnataka, Yedurappa ji. I'm talking yours, the BJP side.
Those
Right?
who are from the ground are a little more rooted that way. They don't need media training on how they need to behave.
Yedurappa ji can be very powerful, but when he talks to the common man, hold a hand.
Yeah.
You be
But
humble.
it's only the privileged who actually sit like Abhijit on a press conference.
So there is ethanol goes in Formula cars. Bro, first of all, your roads are not Formula roads. First of all. Second of all, a Formula car is serviced in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
The engine in the middle of the race.
Yeah.
The engines after a race are upgraded, serviced, maybe even changed after a race. A common citizen is not doing that.
Yeah.
So what are you coming up with? Like, why are you comparing it? That way, kerosene-based fuel is also used in planes. Can I use that in my car? Like, where do these things come from? So I just think these guys are a little cuckoo in the head.
A lot of people, I think you wished my chief minister, D.K. Shivakumar, when he became the CM. So I want to know like what you are hearing about what's happening in the Vidhan Sabha corridors. It'll be interesting from a Delhi perspective.
So DK is a friend of mine. I really, really like him. I don't know what's happening in the Vidhan Sabha corridors. I have zero idea about Bengaluru. Though I do intend to be in Bengaluru sometime this month on two things. I have some other work. Also, we're going to do an ethanol protest there.
Okay.
So two things. So I will, of course, hopefully catch up and do a meal with him. But I was happy he became chief minister for two reasons. Purely political. I just thought as a loyal congressman, it was his time under the sun, which is great. I also thought Siddaramaiaji's government wasn't doing very well, wouldn't have got re-elected the way it was. Considering the perception around Siddaramaiaji's government, his first government, where he finished 5 years, was
much better
magnificent.
perceived, yeah.
I think that's why Congress got 80-odd seats and they could, though BJP was single largest, they could still form the government with Deve Gowdaji's party, Kumaraswamy-ji's party. But I think he did a very good job. I think the second term, it started getting a little derailed. So the best option for Congress, if they want to re-win Karnataka, was to have certain amount of changes. So I think that was practical. I also think with Siddaramaiaji, he joined the Congress in 2006. You're now in 2026, right? 20 years. He was about 11 odd years, 12 odd years chief minister. He broke the record.
Yeah.
5 years LOP. So that's 17 years. 16, 17 years in power in about 20 years in Congress.
Yeah.
The party's given him everything. I think it's good to allow a new role to come in.
But I see this as a point of departure, especially for the Congress as a policy.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at even the previous generation of leaders within the Congress, the Gandhis particularly, we know that there was a history with the pilots, with the Scindias. They were uncomfortable with any other big leader rising within their shadows. Even now, in the earlier years of Rahul, I'm not saying that it was a conscious policy to like suppress others, but we saw a lot of departures, a lot of migration happen to the BJP, right? Now we see a VD Satisan becoming the chief minister. There seems to, and DK as well, and DK is a big bet. They know that DK cannot be quote unquote controlled. He's a big leader on his own, of his own stature. In that sense, what's your? Have you been able to speak to seniors within the Congress? What's your?
I'm absolutely in touch.
What do we not know?
I think the Congress has to just. So I don't think. I don't think, contrary to the perception, Rahul himself is insecure.
Okay.
I don't think he's an insecure person. From whatever I know him, both a little bit personally and a little bit politically, I don't think he's an insecure person. I just think it just maybe people around him, maybe they wanted to change. But I also think it was great the way they've got those who sort of are being able to take the Congress organization along. Because you must reward loyalty. That's just the way the organization grow. I actually see the BJP going bad in that. I mean, look, the Bihar chief minister is a disaster so far. He's a nepo kid who's come from every political party. Samrat Chaudhary ji. You have Suvendu Adhikari ji in West Bengal, who's again come from 3 parties. And by the way, Suvendu Adhikari ji is also a nepo kid, comes from a political party. His parents, right? They have in Delhi Rekha Gupta ji, who's perhaps their worst chief minister. And most people, without Googling, would not know who the chief minister of Rajasthan is. Mohan Yadav ji is now in the news because of the Mahakal land around Ujjain. But again, most people would not know. He's not like a heavyweight. So the BJP is going what was the Congress way. Right. And the Congress is trying to do what the BJP is trying to do. So I also see this as a very interesting change in Indian politics taking place.
If you look at the longer picture, obviously the BJP is not going to go away anytime soon. But it's also interesting if you look at the reignition of Sevadal, for instance. Tell me, is it like I've heard a lot of Congress karyakartas tell me that Sevadal is the single solution to like what Congress is probably.
No, there's no single solution, but it would have been the Congress answer to RSS. Yeah, right. You need cadre on the ground. See, again, because you are from South, you will understand the politics I'm about to say. A Vijay swept Tamil Nadu based on his phenomenon and not peak on the ground or having cadres on the ground. But he will not do that in Karnataka or Kerala, despite being a big star. And he's also a decent star in Kerala and Karnataka, because ultimately you need that cadre on the ground, finally to convert. You may have that one odd sweep election. That has to be converted then to an organization. So for Congress, yes, you could have a sweep election where the Congress suddenly got 100 seats in 2024, may get 130, 140 seats. But unless it doesn't have that last mile connectivity, where somebody comes to your house in Bangalore and tells you, have you voted? Come out, or goes and does your, helps you out, you will not win. And your karyakarta can't just be there at the time of the election. The karyakarta has to be there 24/7. So the entire system, because see what happens in an organization like the BJP with RSS. Very many people say RSS ka karyakar in Hindi, if I may, RSS ke log nikle nahi to vote nahi hua. It's not that. RSS, the system is slightly different. You see, because these guys work 365 days a year. So your local guy is calling up your RSS guy because the BJP is in power. Get my this problem solved. He's now taking that. So Sharan calls up the local RSS guy. Look, there's a pothole in front of my thing. Just take me to the corporator. Now, because the BJP corporator, the RSS guy takes Sharan, and Sharan's dad goes to the corporator. The corporator gives him respect, gives you respect, makes a call to the engineer. So, that activity, or the school, there's a problem. So, what the RSS also plays the role is of a karyakarta at the ground, solving your problems 300 days a week. So, when they solve your problems 364 days a week or 300 days a week, those last 4 or 5 days where they ask you, please vote for the BJP, you're going and voting. except for 18 or 20% core Congress or core BJP voters, add to BJP 6 or 7% core Modi ji voters. So except for that 25%, the rest of the people who vote for different reasons. They don't vote because people are madly voting BJP or madly voting Congress. This idea that people are bucks or people are chatukas has to change. People are sensible. And the more I have got the privilege of being amongst masses, I realize people are very sensible. 90% of the people, Sharan, have the same ideas of life. You and me may have nothing in common. You, me, your college friend, and this guy may have nothing in common, except that we want a better life for our families, better healthcare, better education. We don't want to fuck around, or we don't want anyone to fuck around with us. We don't want police cases, court cases. 90% we want the same things, right? Slightly better quality, and we leave something for our family. The 10% could differ. 90% everybody wants the same. Maybe his quality of life may differ from my quality of life. I'm not. But the idea of quality of life, everyone wants to upgrade. And within that is these parameters. So people are generally sane and they want better things in life. And I think if you can tap onto that, you just have a very sensible society. What I think has happened is the polarization is also on the 10% that people may want slightly different. I think 90% of what everybody wants is the same.
But even if there is an anti-establishment sentiment, there is a fatigue, and it's going to increase over time. I don't see a particular reason why I would vote for the Congress or Rahul Gandhi.
That I agree with you. The reason is, and I agree with you on that, despite being a Congress voter.
To be honest, just like most people, even I'm looking for one.
So I'll tell you why I agree with you despite being a Congress voter. Let me put that caveat out there. You will never win an election saying Modi hatao, Modi hatao.
Correct.
Okay, it's not about Mr. Modi. Okay, but if not Modi, who comes in? Because I may have 100 problems. Who do I trust to solve those problems becomes the question. Second, even if I trust Sharan to solve those problems, how the fuck is Sharan going to solve the problems has to be an alternative given. So you have to give people an alternative. I use this has gone very viral. I've used it before. I apologize, but I'll use it again. Imagine two restaurants on opposite sides of the road, one called BJP, one called Congress. It's lunchtime. In the BJP restaurant, I know Narendra Modi ji is the head chef, Amit Shah is the sous chef, Jai Shankar ji is the sous chef, Nirmala Sitharaman ma'am is the sous chef, Nitin Gadkari ji is the sous chef, Hardeep Puri ji is the sous chef. Now I may think Hardeep Puri is comical, Nitin Gadkari ji is corrupt, whatever, but I know what I'm getting. I may like Amit Shah ji, I may like Modi. I know exactly what I'm going, and I know Narendra Modi ji is the head chef. In the Congress restaurant, I don't know the head chef. I don't know the sous chefs are. I don't know if it's a buffet or a la carte. All the Congress restaurant is telling me the BJP restaurant is bad, which is cool. I know it's bad, which is why I don't want to go there. But I'm also hungry. What are you going to give me? At least give me a menu and tell me who's going to cook it. When I don't have that choice,
you're confused.
So then I either don't go anywhere or I go with BJP because at least I know यार मुझे नितिन गडकरी और हरदीप पुरी का नहीं मोदी का ठीक है यार मोदी है ना इनको छोड़ दो यार ये ले लूँगा. You have to give an alternative for everything. Where is our alternative? The four ministers who are terribly taking Modi ji down. Nitin Gadkari ji, Hardeep Puri ji, Nirmala Sitharaman ma'am and Dharmendra Pradhan ji. What are our alternatives to them? What is our policy? Nirmala Sitharaman ma'am has single-handedly, she is an MP from your state, has single-handedly, along with her babus, I don't think she's responsible, I think her babus, destroyed India's economy, destroyed India's entrepreneur spirit, destroyed the backbone of it, indulging in terrible tax terrorism, indulging in extortion for GST. But is it not happening in Congress states? Where is your ease of doing business? The way Dharmendra Pradhan ji has handled the education ministry should be a matter of great shame for a great nation of ours. But who's your education minister? What is the education policy?
In Karnataka, the education minister is an uneducated person. And not just uneducated. I mean, I respect people who don't have formal education as well. But you need to have a clear direction in which you're working.
And what is your vision for education? Bro, we are going to an era, sorry I'm diverting from politics, where we are already in the future, bro. And again, I'm saying this because I know that you and your audience will understand this and I'm not going to dumb you guys down. We are fucking already in the AI era. We are already in the quantum era. We are already there. 20, 25 years, quantum computers are going to be a reality into our lives, maybe 30 years. AI has already figured out how to make proteins that we've never made in our life. Our lifespan's going to increase to 130, 140 years. We're going to get solutions to diseases that we didn't have, Alzheimer's, dementia, added with the quantum computing coming in, or some sort of quantum computing coming in, because Mother Nature is quantum by nature. You're going to have these solutions. How the fuck is the new generation of India prepared for it? I want to know. Does Dharmendra Pradhan know a damn about this? So unless we don't have this, why is this not mainstream? Why are we not talking about this? Because if we don't get onto this bandwagon today, Sharan, we will be left behind. Whereas we can be the solution providers for the world. I'm just keeping this very simple. As AI is becoming mainstream, it's still not mainstream. It's still very little. What people think is AI is still very little. As it becomes mainstream, AI will have to be taught physics and humanity. India can take the lead in doing this across the world. But we fucking don't have an AI program. Every single AI FinTech in India is moving out of India and registering in Dubai. Every single. Because you don't have a FinTech policy. Because a babu sitting in the finance ministry can fucking send you an IT notice at any given point of time on the money you didn't earn. And that's what's happened today. Mohandas Pai tweeted about it today. Just read that.
Yeah.
That is the problem. Just a simple question. Is crypto legal or illegal in India?
It's technically illegal.
But Nirmala ji takes taxes on it.
Yeah.
But you're allowed to trade in it.
Yeah.
So it's to a discretionary power of a babu to fuck you over.
Yeah. Correct.
Who will invest? Second, I'm investing from whichever part of the world in the Indian markets. Long-term capital gain, short-term capital gain, this tax, that tax, whatever. You suddenly change the policy one fine day. So after all the risk, I end up making 6.5%. My rupee is depreciating to the dollar. What am I taking home? Nothing. With an income tax notice as a risk on me, I'll put it in the US dollar bond at 4.5%, which is safe. So do you see what they've done? We don't have a roadmap, neither in education mixed with AI, FinTech, which is going to be the future. Your future is not going to be what is our literacy for FinTech for the next generation? That's where your business deals are going to get struck. That's where your M&As are going to happen. That's where your business is going to expand. Are you going to be limited to the geographical border of India and doing business? No, you're going to be the solution provider to the world. Why are you not going to have a law firm in India that deals with Australian law as long as you know and you can provide solutions, because AI is going to make that available?
Yeah.
How many lawyers have you equipped? Because there are a lot of lawyers in India who don't have enough jobs to do that and be the solution there where populations are declining. Forget Australia. Japan, where is declining? Australia, I don't know what the population. Japan is declining. Where is that worked out? Have you worked out some sort of a deal with Japan, working it out, having those back offices, you're having your lawyers, having those training models? Shouldn't that be your educational focus, to become global citizens while living locally and improving your quality of your life locally? Now, will Dharmendra Pradhanji or anyone else speak about this? So I think this is the need of the hour, bro.
But why is it not resulting in some anger on the ground? You look at the whole CJP example as well. Yes, they used some flair that was already there to spark off the entire movement. But where the hell is it going? There's no political leadership that can actually, I think, India Against Corruption was the last movement, at least for the first few months of it, which seemed to be quite rational and people came along with it. There was, clear anger there. And even that got derailed. There's nothing that can sustain in India.
Yes. So I think what happened with Anna was the fraud that happened on the people of India. Complete fraud. Total con job. And I'm not saying this
Every
today.
protest is a con job is what I'm saying.
No, I protested. I thought, no fucking con job, bro. I'm protesting the con job.
It's not the
bro,
case.
I protested. Oh, you're calling me a con man and all. No, not cool, yeah. Actually, I 1 hour in the traffic for you and you're calling me a con man. Not cool.
It's probably the E20 that slowed you down.
E20 that slowed me down. But no, the E20 is supposed to make you speed up.
Faster.
It's formula, yeah. It actually does.
Yeah.
But is the pure petrol that I use in my car has slowed me down. But jokes apart, no. Look, first of all, the Anna movement was a con job. It completely was, and Anna Hazare and all of them, totally fooled this country. But coming down to the two on-ground protests, at least the cockroach and what I tried yesterday, I can speak for me, I can't speak for them. Though I have some friends in the cockroach part, which we'll come to. Here, yesterday, I swear, bro, I swear on anything that means. I didn't make any efforts except for what was on social media, like zero efforts. I may have made like 4 or 5 calls to a few journalists I knew. And yesterday around 11:30, 12, I sent a few texts that, look, we are just protesting. We had an organic crowd of more than what the police allowed us. We were packed. And the media was there. And we were all packed. And one guy came from Bihar. One guy came from Haryana. Bro, the total amount I spent in this ethanol protest at Jantar Mantar, I'm not making this up, okay? Would have been about 18 or 19,000 rupees. And just look at what happened. And these thousands of people who came up yesterday at our protest, not over 1,000 people, 1,000 plus people who came up at our protest from Bihar, Haryana, it was all organic. People came on the ground. Media came. 19,000 what we spent. Flex for that moment, water, medical, just those arrangements. वो भी 18,000 भी नहीं हुआ होगा, उतना हुआ maximum. So I'm just saying that there is, the anger is there. Dude, there was an army guy who came to support me, bald guy, because he's in a few tweets. Poor guy came from some far off place in Delhi.
My problem is not that the protests are gathering or that it's taking shape. I'm very happy that it's taking shape. But it rarely results in any political significance. Arvind Kejriwal was the last person who took advantage of this, and then kudos to him at that point. He made a smart move for himself, and then that resulted in something. But even that failed. So there is the trust from the Janta to trust anybody to go against the establishment is low, is what I'm saying.
In ethanol.
And say, suppose I think that Raghav Chadha is a very brilliant person. I want him to be my education minister. The BJP has an appetite to co-opt everybody.
So BJP is not co-opting me. Though I've requestedly told them, please raid me by ED, so that you know I've not taken money from the oil lobby. So, I mean, if you raid me, I will not join the BJP. I don't like the BJP politically. So,
right.
There is... But, jokes apart, I am telling you this, Sharan, save this. They will have to bend on ethanol. The anger is real.
Right.
The anger is real. We will make a difference. I don't have any political aspirations or such. I also don't want this movement to be a one-man movement where I'm the face. I try to put my co-founders everywhere, who obviously I am a little bit more known in the media, but it cannot be a one-man movement, because the minute that is, bro, I will get arrogant. I will start flying in the air.
Right.
I will become somebody. I'm telling you, bro, I'm just opening my heart out with you, and it's just like a bro vibes. I'm opening my heart out with you. Everyone was, like last night when I came home and I called Monica, and I was like, Monica's my wife. She's in Pune, so I called her up and I was like, and I was flooded, right? Social media. And I was so fucking overwhelmed. Like, people DMing, bro, my Instagram's here. Just check the DM. Like, people I don't know, bro, giving me, like, telling me nice things and just saying you stink. Bro, it's so humbling. Like, I didn't expect this. I didn't do it for all of it. I just believed it because I was chutyagiri kar rahe, and they're fucking up our car and they're being arrogant with us. Putting ethanol dal do usme. Ethanol works in formula. So I was just pissed off on the arrogance, right? And I was, at least, don't treat us like fools.
Yeah.
And just the amount of people just read the DMs, bro, on my Instagram. Somebody's taken a loan, somebody's suffering, somebody's bike's gone from repair. Now, maybe the bike was not spoiled by ethanol. Maybe it's by adulterated petrol. But maybe the petrol pumps are doing it because they know that we can blame it on ethanol and therefore earn more margin. So I'm just saying, where is your 360-degree infrastructure? Because there's a genuine case of bikes being spoiled. Okay, that's genuine. Maybe it's not ethanol. Maybe it is adulterated fuel, is what Toyota said with the Bihar case.
Right.
Okay, but then why are fuel pumps doing the adulteration? Because they say they can blame it on ethanol. Right? So it's not very complex, because you may give all sorts of chemical reactions. Bro, the common guy is saying, मेरी bike चल नहीं रही है. Average पहला 60 देती थी, अब 65, अब 35 दे रही है. वो, he's saying that, right? The common guy. आपका bike है? आपको average कम हुआ है? नहीं कर रहे, क्यों नहीं कर रहे?
EV यूज करते हैं.
हाँ?
मेट्रो से.
तो आप नहीं यूज कर रहे. But genuinely, I'm saying, there is a concern that it's gone down, the average. So that is a real concern. And these bikes are getting spoiled. And there are more bikes. So where are these people messaging from? I don't know these guys are messaging.
Yeah.
On Twitter. Twitter's chalo elite, Instagram or WhatsApp.
My problem is that the government gets into trouble for all the wrong reasons, for all the dumb reasons. You look at what's happening in Bengal as well. Eggs are being opposed as a protein source. Why? What's the necessity? ये beef का debate भी हुआ था कुछ साल पहले.
See, look, honestly, I don't want to get into the beef issue because I know that, okay, it's sensitive for people. Okay. But eggs, bro, is the only fucking good source of protein. And I'm okay if you, I don't know if you're veg or non-veg, but even if you are, your choice. Fucking eat what you want. Why are you denying somebody else the right to eat? Bro, the only way India can grow is by protein intake. We need a Pradhan Mantri Protein Yojana. We are fucking throwing carbs in people with wheat and rice. India is the only country in the world where the average height has not gone up. Even North Korea, it's gone up. And you know, when I say this, people say, oh, Sachin Tendulkar ka beta itna lamba hai. Virat Kohli vegan hai. Yes, bro, but the protein intake is phenomenal. My son is 3. Okay? Not only does he look like a 4-5-year-old, the guy has full conversations, knows names of dinosaurs, knows names of transformers, can have a complete conversation, could do quarter of a podcast with you. Because his protein intake is high. His brain size is developed. He can, he has the energy of an athlete of a 3-year-old because he's got that advantage. It is unfair that my child is ahead of other people. It's not right. Every child should have the same starting point. I am just saying, I understand the sentiment that somebody may not like eggs. Cool, so don't eat it. Don't stop others from eating.
Let those people eat the soya chunks.
Yeah, or eat whatever you want. And why can't the government just give protein powder, veg protein powder, with the essential amino acids? Look, eventually we will have protein formulations. As I said, AI is already done. That was the Nobel Prize last year to the person who won it, because something that evolution took us 4 billion years to do, AI did it in 4 years. So it's fucking phenomenal. So yes, we will all live longer, healthier, all of that. Great. But right now, I think that's going to be time for India to come. Can we do this? Save our things? And it's also economically viable. You don't want a sick population, right? An unfit population. The average Indian is so short. The average Indian has
very
visceral fat,
underconfident.
Yeah, we need that out, right? We need strong, healthy people, because then your economy will also grow, right? Now people are going to cut this clip and say I'm being racist, and you're encouraging my racism. So just to tell you, this is vegetarian person encouraging my racism.
I eat eggs.
You eat?
Yeah. The egg lobby can pay me, and I'm all up for taking the payment.
And this is a fixed podcast. I'm taking 20% of him. Nitin ji, मैं इस lobby से पैसे, मैं अंडे lobby से पैसा.
वे उनका भी अभी कैबिनेट जाने वाला है 2 दिन में शायद.
मैं उनको छोड़ूंगा नहीं नितिन जी. He said मैंने oil lobby से पैसे लिए. तो मैंने कहा.
He did?
Yeah. So I said कि okay, considering that the oil lobby paid me, instead of telling that I took money from the oil lobby, he should call up Hardeep Puri ji and tell Hardeep Puri ji, why the fuck is the oil lobby giving me money? Like, between you guys, sort it out. Like, what the? Like, bro, this country, everything is कोई lobby से पैसे लिए.
और उतना पैसे है नहीं actually, हमारे lobby है ही नहीं.
Which should be, actually, you should have a lobby.
Yeah, you should have a
I'm
lobby.
full for lobbying.
Competitive lobbies.
Let the lobby be transparent in front of state assemblies, if they are lobbying in a state, or parliament, just like US. So there is transparency, because say, okay, let's say I'm a lobbyist, and you're a podcaster, and you have a podcast association. You guys hire me, that we need certain government things for podcasts, whatever, with YouTube, whatever. Could you just lobby for us? Since I am authorized with the government, those filings are made mandatory, and I can go to government and we need certain changes. We'd like you to talk to YouTube, whatever, or to social media. We'd like these changes with it. What is wrong in it? You pay me officially, I pay my taxes, the lobbying is in public domain. It's so much better than what's the word for it in Delhi? It's a very famous word. वो क्या करते हैं? There's a word for it in Levy. He does, not contract, there's a word for it. He's not lobbyist. He does, आप क्या करते हो? Whatever. So in fixing. So
Dalali?
Not dalali is
Dalali
Hindi.
is a negative word.
Negative word. It's a positive word. But so anyways, it's so much better than fixing, right?
Yeah.
Than paying bribes.
Correct.
And you can pay the political parties money by check. Say, look, this is our policy.
And it's clean money. It's open money. Yeah.
And the people of India can see it.
Yeah.
Why is it a bad word? First of all, why is it a bad word? I don't get it. Lobbying is illegal, but fixing is legal.
Yeah, but we know that India works on lobbies.
Which is all fixing.
Yeah.
Because there's black money and corruption.
Yeah.
So might as well make it legal, pay the taxes on it.
Correct. Where do you stand on, say, India having more states? Because delimitation, I know I've seen a few of your clips. I know what you stand for, but essentially, a lot of people, both on the left, a little bit on the left, more on the right, are saying that say UP is too big to manage. You need 3 parts of UP, like 2 parts of Karnataka, 3 more parts of Tamil Nadu, because these are extremely huge states, and will not be able to manage these.
So again, everything is data driven. The data shows Jharkhand and Chhattisgarh have done phenomenally well as those areas when they were with Bihar and Madhya Pradesh.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. But has there been other data that I have not been able to see to compare? I'm saying Jharkhand and Chhattisgarh because and I won't come to Telangana just for your viewers because Telangana had an actual advantage over. So in this particular case, it's actually Andhra that has to. So you can't compare Telangana as a new state. So therefore Jharkhand and Chhattisgarh. So there is no other data to show that had they continued to be a part, how would they have grown? Because the opposite data to that is Vidarbha and Maharashtra, which also wanted to be separate. The BJP stood for that. But because the state government concentrated on Vidarbha as a part of Maharashtra, which is a rich state.
There's a lot of infra push now.
Yeah, Vidarbha is doing very well.
Yeah.
So again, if you look at the data, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh have done brilliantly well compared to what they were when they were with these states. But Vidarbha has also done brilliantly well without breaking up. So I don't have an opinion because I don't have data sets to know how it works completely. And it's a hypothesis, would Madhya Pradesh or Bihar undivided have put more money or no? Also with Jharkhand and Chhattisgarh, they are very resource-rich states. So that resource went there. So how would that have worked? Vidarbha is not so resource-rich.
Yeah.
So until I don't have a proper formula to work out how this works. Also, in any division of state, there must be a certain advantage for the state that loses out.
Correct.
So again, I think right now Andhra is very lucky
Like
that
a special package, but special
that's
package
not
is-
allowed now.
Yeah.
Now it's not allowed because the Finance Commission is not allowed it.
Right.
But with Andhra, the luck now is that Chandrababu Naidu ji and Modi ji share a great equation, except for the
Correct.
vice president thing that happened.
Yeah.
You know what happened,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
With the younger brother.
Yeah.
So except for that, by and large, they share a good relationship. And to be fair to Modi ji, he would also like another IT city to come up and
Right.
the way these guys are promoting. So Andhra may have that advantage. And even Jagan had good
The problem
relations.
is also that whenever I've spoken to people in Mumbai, they said that we grew at the cost of Karnataka losing out, and now you look at Amravati. Nara Lokesh is saying that since Bangalore is losing out on these opportunities, we are getting it. My point is that why can't everybody grow together? You need like 50 economic engines of growth.
That's the point, bro. We need two things. We need to seriously diversify our economic hubs.
Yeah.
We need a lot more. And we need a lot more billionaires in India who are self-made. All of India was celebrating, or most of India, or the right wing in India celebrating Elon Musk becoming a trillionaire, which he's no longer, but trillionaire. And my question is, why don't we have an Elon Musk in India and 10 Elon
We
Musk?
don't have innovators.
That's the fuck up.
We have proper banias who have inherited businesses. Yeah.
So, bro, this is the thing that really pisses me off. Think of all the billionaires in India. All of them. They're all Nepo kids.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about millionaires.
Correct.
All billionaires in dollar terms are Nepo
Actually,
kids.
it's just the political Nepo kids that we target a lot. And politics is a free space compared to other industries.
True.
In business, it's a lot more difficult for you to come up. Unless you take a loan, you're very brave, you have a business idea, and then you have the appetite to risk it.
And the luck that the government doesn't fuck
Judiciary as well. Every other media.
Bro, media
it's filled
and
with
judiciary
everyone.
is Nepo kids.
Yeah.
Politics gets the flack,
Yeah.
which it is filled with
But
Nepo
actually,
kids.
it's a fairer system compared to the other industries.
Yeah, but it's also-
one could argue.
I don't think so, but I think it's filled with Nepo kids. But nepotism is what it is. All Indian rich kids, billionaires are Nepo kids.
Yeah.
There is no self-made billionaire in India. How will you grow?
Correct.
And these guys give us gyan on how to be.
Yeah. And it's not that Europe doesn't have it, America doesn't have it, but it also has a fair system for the first generation kids to grow up.
That's how when Elon Musk comes. He moves from South Africa, comes to US, and the American dream allows him to become.
Right.
That's how it works for everybody. I am not saying that those born to privileged families should not go ahead. I am saying the starting point should be same and the end result should be based on merit. That's period.
Yeah.
That should be our goal.
Yeah.
And that is how India should go. That's it. That is it.
And I feel like I don't know, I've observed this generally, I'm sure, with a lot of your young parliamentarian friends as well. It's very difficult to sustain the economics of politics. For example, you become a young MP, you need to have a team of at least 10 to 15 members because you'll probably be presiding over a constituency with like 15, 20 lakh people, right? So it's impossible to manage without them. And if you have to pay them competitive industry rates, then you need to pay them say 50,000, 60,000 minimum a month. Where are you going to get the money from? This the same issue with the UPSC as well, because everybody sees it as, authority, mujhe paisa milega, mujhe, bhav milega. Politics has become the same as well. So I rarely see politicians who already have businesses, so you're able to like pay your wages. So whatever comes your way, you're genuinely using it, for the public support.
Yeah, but also I think there has to now be a shift towards making politics professional,
Yeah.
which it isn't. It's politics in India has become a family business, just like the big industries run it. So if you look at any political, including Karnataka BJP, because it's completely family run.
Yeah.
Completely. Yadurappa ji's son is in politics. Bommai ji's son is in politics. Your entire top leadership of BJP in Karnataka is Parivarwad.
Yeah.
Prime Minister says of Parivarwad nahi chahiye. It's completely.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah.
And they're fighting that each other's kids should go ahead.
Yeah.
Same with Congress. They are all family run. That is the problem. So because it's so closely knit with families, what's happened in India now in politics is, Sharan, this is the scary part. You look at anything, less in Karnataka because there were only two options, but even otherwise, if you look at it, whichever party is in power, the family moves there. So let me give you an example of two states, Bihar and Maharashtra. Samrat Chaudhary ji's father was in Congress when Congress was in power.
Yeah.
Then he went to RJD when RJD was in power. Then he went to Nitin ji's party, Nitin ji was in power. Now he's in BJP, he's the chief minister. Suvendu Adhikari ji, his dad was in Congress and Congress was in power. Suvendu Adhikari ji was in Congress and Congress was in power, moved to TMC and TMC was in power. Now he's in BJP and chief minister and BJP is in power. Same with Maharashtra. You look at these political, and it's not just the top, I'm just saying the political families. So what happens is these political families migrate, and the families migrate in such a way that some relatives are in BJP in Karnataka, some relatives are in Congress. It's just divided that way, right? So whoever's in power, the family is in power.
Yeah.
And it's such an incest system, and because that system is so incest, they will not let a Sharan Shetty enter.
Yeah.
Because you win or I win, he will not win.
But actually, not everyone's as dumb as Sharan Shetty, because there are other smart young people who openly told me that, I've entered this party so that I get a launch pad, and finally, I'm hoping that BJP will absorb me.
There are many.
Kudos to them. I mean, it's
and they're very
survival.
very fucking. And again, I'm not against it. It's survival. So your earlier question to the cockroach thing, and I have to say Saurav Das, who's their chief spokesperson, and Ratna, who's now become their spokesperson, very dear friends of mine, and they're very sweet of them. Yesterday when I was protesting, they came to see me and sort of give me a hug, and we chilled a bit, and media put it up like we're having some conspiracy. Unse bhi paise nahi diye. Aur nahi diye unko. But I just think whatever it is, the fact is that, okay, you're fucking clear that I want to go to BJP till the BJP is in power, mint it, and then fucking go. If Congress comes to power, I'll go there. Okay, cool, good for you. And that's good for those guys. My point is what happens to the 90% of us who don't have that option? How do we make it a system for us? In any case, the system's not fair to us.
Yeah.
We are totally screwed up in this system. And that's where I see my role in future. And that's why I also appreciate people who come on the ground and fight. Because when yesterday that I did my protest and these few thousand people came out and everything, I just realized that there is a hope. And I was again I diverted it. When I was speaking to my wife in the night, I had tears in my eyes of gratitude. I was like, yeah, these people believed in me. They came out. So it may be a few thousand and it may be nothing compared to these mass leaders. Of course, I'm not going to be arrogant. But there is a need of the hour. I feel it. I know it is there. Maybe I'm being over-optimistic. Maybe I'm high on the petrol fumes. But I believe it.
Yeah.
I think it is there.
What kind of leadership do you think India requires? Because seeing a lot of
sane
people
leadership.
also...
Sane. Just fucking sane. Just fucking have empathy, yaar. Just listen to the other guy.
Yeah.
What is it? You just have to listen to the other guy, yaar. Just be sane. Be kind. What else? All you need is kindness. All you need is not being the boss. Just just deal with people as human beings and understand that everybody has struggle in life here.
Even our empathy is very performative.
Very performative.
आप
You know,
किसी दलित के घर जाओ, उनके साथ बैठो, वो पीछे 10 कैमरा खड़ा होगा.
and after that you're not dealing. You know, it has to be on how you... I think we should have to treat people as human beings, yeah? Instead of doing that, we are boxing them in as Dalit, OBC, Muslim, Hindu, Brahmin. Why aren't we treating people as human beings? I'm not saying the other identities are not important, but I'm saying the most important identity is a human being and an Indian. Na? Can we just deal with those identities for now? And once we deal with that and you realize that everybody also has problems, everybody also has issues, you just become a kinder person.
Yeah.
And just a leadership that's kind,
But
sane.
when I talk to, say, people in the leadership across party lines, what they tell me is that I don't know who to blame this on, but look at the kind of people we are also presiding over, right? You have the Thar Rocks boys in Delhi, going over, harassing people left, right and center. In Bangalore, you have these wheelie boys taking off their number plates, people spitting everywhere, these sort of things. So, you look at China, there is a generational change which was imposed. But what did it, it cost them a lot. It cost them of their religion and cultural beliefs because it was completely stripped down. There was a famine which was imposed during the Mao era, and then you restructure the whole society, then you pass the New Marriage Act and encourage love marriages and ban all traditional forms of marriages, then so that the society starts interacting with each other, right? The problem is that we live in our own cocoons. But in India, with the kind of freedoms that we have, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, it almost seems impossible, which is why we are stuck at a 6% growth, which is why we are what happened? Which is why we are we are not able to get there. We are not able to be disciplined as a crowd.
So I'll tell you two things. I do believe firmly that democracy will help us and diversity will help us. I would rather be India with its madness than be China with its authoritarianism, without doubt. I would rather be mad where I have a fucking mad conversation with you, diss off Modi ji, diss off Rahul ji, and not fucking give a fuck. Right? I'd rather do that than be China where we're having very structured conversation. Xi Jinping is the greatest.
I'm sure they have some funny content.
Yeah, but they're not making fun of Hardeep Puri and they're going to jail. So
they have EV already. They don't need to.
Fuck Hardeep Puri, we'll put ethanol in that also. One nation, one fuel. So I'd rather have our madness and our democracy at any given day. And I do believe over the long period, enough data is there that democracies will eventually outperform authoritarian regimes. So I would rather have this and India live longer than collapse. What we do, however, require, and I think that's where we sort of miss the bus, is you're saying, okay, the wheelie boys or the Thar Rocks or whatever, we need to sort of... Law and order being imposed is very different from looking down at people.
Right.
Okay? You don't have to look down at people to impose law and order. In the United States of America or Europe, or even the Scandinavian countries, which are great models for democracy. They're phenomenal models for democracy. By the way, Scandinavian countries are capitalist countries, not fucking leftist countries. Never be a leftist. Leftist is bakwas. But putting that out. But in Scandinavian countries, where law and order is magnificent, it is enforced.
Yeah.
Right? But the politician there is not treating you like tu uske baap ka naukar hai.
Right.
So the two things are being conflicted. You don't have to talk down to me to enforce law and order on the road. You need to have good infrastructure and have good arrangements. Today's world of tech to enforce that.
Yeah.
We are conflicting the two things which don't relate. Now to the next part of it. The idea is there are micro Indias, but there's also a larger goal of India. Have we defined what that larger goal of India is? What is that one definition that all of us can hold to? Or that few definitions that will help us grow to 2050, 2075. Yeah, whatever you call it, Viksit Bharat, Progressive India, Incredibility, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
We must have those defined goals, not in a vague terms. What is Viksit Bharat? Is Viksit Bharat end of poverty? At end of poverty is at what, $1 a day? Or end of poverty is a per capita income of 10, 15,000?
It needs to be defined.
So unless we don't have that, how do we work towards it, right?
Yeah.
What is Viksit Bharat? Is Viksit Bharat people who are unhealthy with diabetes? We are the diabetic capital of the world. Or is Viksit Bharat fit, young, fit young people, fit Indians who have good quality of life, and therefore one medical hospitalization does not bankrupt them? Is Viksit Bharat great facilities? So we have to define it. We haven't defined it. It's all
they
great.
have the fear of being humiliated, no? Because if you're not able to reach there, in the case of Dr. Kalam as well, like India 2020, we are far behind from what he envisioned. But
okay, yaar, so we didn't. Bro, look at the great things this country's achieved. When we were fucking getting independence, Churchill said that India won't survive as a union. England was the first country to pull out of the European Union. We fucking survived, thrived in a geography where there's no democracy. We've not just survived, we've thrived. We've pulled people out of poverty. We've actually, as Nehru said in Twisted Destiny, tried to wipe the tears of people. We have done it. There's so much to be proud of. I agree there's a lot of things that we're behind. So, yeah, you may fail.
It frustrates you sometimes, but it's fine. Yeah.
The image of Krishna we have, so I love Krishna, is he's dancing with the gopis, playing the flute. Beautiful, gorgeous guy. So gorgeous looking, and with all these, laughing, happy. Same fucking Krishna danced on the head of the Shishnag. Somebody teased Krishna's wife, right? Pulling Krishna's wife's sari. He would have fucked you then and there. Why he will cut you into two? You pulled Yudhishthira's wife's sari, na?
Yeah.
Krishna's wife's sari you touch. There he would have finished you off. Peace and strength comes from the ability to know you can destroy the other guy.
Right. Yet not exercising your power
and not
all the time.
And restrain. 3 days Ram prayed to Varuna. Bro, Sita Maiya is there. Let me make the Ram Setu. The bears and monkeys are waiting. 3 days Varuna was acting funny.
Yeah.
3rd day Ram removed the Brahmastra. Varuna took a human form and came in his feet. Sorry Ramji. Okay. The ability that I can fucking destroy you gives you strength. It's crazy. So tigers are like that. A tiger roars a lot in peacetime. Why does a tiger roar in peacetime? Tigers are silent hunters. They don't roar to hunt.
Right.
They're very silent. Unlike the lion,
which
tigers
makes a lot of noise.
Yeah, and a lion hunts in prides.
Yeah.
Tigers are silent hunter.
Yeah.
So a tiger in hunting is silent. Otherwise it's roaring. Why? Because even if the other tiger's in front, and through the urine you know if the tiger knows the other tiger is strong or weaker, it will still avoid a fight. It will roar that, boss, I've come here, get out of here. Because even if the other tiger is weaker, the other tiger also has nails, can hurt it. He's a solitary hunter, she's a solitary hunter. 7 days she won't be able to eat. She will get weaker or he will get weaker. So tiger roars and makes sure that you know his strength, but avoids a fight. But the minute a tiger gets into a fight, it'll kill you. So it's like that. The tiger knows when to use its strength. So it doesn't use its strength while hunting. There it's silent. Otherwise, it makes sure that people knows it's its area. It roars to say, stay out of my area. But it avoids fight because it knows its strength. The tiger knows exactly the strength it has, therefore it doesn't want to get into a fight. Because the strength can only be maintained by hunting. So it avoids a fight. And others avoid a fight because they know it's strong. It's a crazy philosophy to have.
Correct. You want to do a quick rapid fire?
Done. Do I get a hamper?
We actually give our guests very nice hampers, but unfortunately in the flight I couldn't bring it. So when you're in Bangalore, I'll give it to you in person.
Are you trying to be cheap with me?
No.
I can't. You first discriminated against Deepika Padukone. You told, and now you're fucking being cheap with me. And now you're telling me I have to come to Bangalore to take a hamper.
Yeah.
This is this cheap man.
Yeah.
This egg-eating vegetarian. I'm going to be very controversial.
I'm non-vegetarian or vegetarian because I eat egg. That controversy is still not sorted.
Yeah. But only the eggs of hens. Fuck, this podcast is going to be, just to be clear.
A lot of editing required.
Hey, Ghanta, no editing. You should put it like that.
Huh? Where?
Protein bar. We should actually have the X company sponsor us. How much he spoke about it.
Yeah.
After they finish sponsoring BJP for hitting them on.
No, I'm going to approach ISKCON and cut these parts out, and I'll have Akshay Patra sponsor this. Danda hame pata hai. One reform India urgently needs.
Tax reforms.
One institution that deserves rebuilding.
The military with regards to intelligence.
Okay.
Only with regards to intelligence, new age intelligence.
Because of Pahalgam and other incidents.
Yes, because of Pahalgam and other, we'll have to be stricter on that.
One issue Indians should care more about.
Our goal is for the future.
What gives you hope for India's future?
The Gen Z, Gen Alpha.
What takes it away?
Gen Z, Gen Alpha.
Nationalism, is it emotion or a political tool?
Emotion. Absolute emotion. I am who I am because I'm an Indian.
Can citizens truly question authority today?
Of course.
But why are people afraid?
They self-inflict upon themselves.
Yeah, it's conditioning, I think.
It's conditioning.
Yeah. Has corruption simply changed form
Yes.
or has it reduced?
Oh, increased
Okay.
and changed form. So judges take money, don't take money, they take gold bars. They take money, it gets burnt. That's why gold rate has gone so much up, no? In India. They take gold, bureaucrats take gold bars. See, 2 crore of 1 crore, if you have to take bribe, it's a lot of money. It'll be a bag like this.
Yeah.
A gold bar today, one,
Yeah.
yeah, 1 kg pakro, 1 crore 50 lakhs is this much. You can put in your pant pocket. You won't come to know.
Which is why the cases of smuggling as well is coming to light.
And the government is being stupid by putting taxes on it. And Prime Minister says, don't buy gold jewelry. Bro, gold jewelry is not the problem. Problem is gold bars, which we import. Not the gold jewelry. Gold jewelry we are exporting. And we've got a 50 lakh.
Yeah.
So he's got that part wrong. He's been briefed wrongly. That is the problem, not this.
One political myth Indians still believe.
That all politicians are... Well, that is too controversial. Too controversial. No.
Gay?
No, too controversial. No. Nobody. No. I don't know who's gay. But are there anyone? Yeah, I know one who's gay though.
One issue that the media
But
is
maybe
not-
a myth. One myth that Indians still believe that BJP is a party with a difference. It's honestly a myth. It's Ghanta party with a difference.
Fair enough.
Everything the BJP does, okay, I have to say this. This is like, first, BJP kept praising the ethanol policy, saying it's so fucking great.
Yeah.
When they got a backlash, I swear BJP
Congress
said,
ne implemented
Congress ne kiya tha. Bro, you were taking credit. BJP is like, well, put it on Congress. I said, why don't you just put it on Nehru? So
Even the Biddi AI controversy that's happening in Bangalore, the same thing. Now the Congress is on the back foot. BJP is like, now Congress is like, no, JDS implemented. JDS is like, no, BJP passed it. So everybody, they're like playing volleyball with each other.
Yeah. So nobody is a party with a difference. Next one.
The one issue that the media should be talking about.
I think the lack of infrastructure in our country, which is terrible after we pay the kind of taxes we pay, and you could just get out, for example, of this lane, and there could be a wire hanging and I could die. I could do a podcast and 2 minutes later be dead. The infrastructure is so fucking bad in our country.
What are the issues that dominate the discourse today, and what do you think has to dominate our discourse?
What dominates the discourse is what suits the BJP in national media, Hindu, Muslim, and other issues. What should dominate is I'm talking national media, not YouTube. What should dominate is a future roadmap for India, infrastructure, tax reforms, the way ahead, bureaucratic reforms, judicial reforms. This should be our debate. It's not just bureaucratic reforms, bro. We need judicial reforms. Yeah. Some fucking judge sitting somewhere will pass some order, somebody. It's again, that's also an incest club. We really need judicial reforms.
But I think the Prime Minister has that kind of appeal where millions of people actually listen to him, subscribe to him, they worship him.
Yes.
My complaint is that Man Ki Baat, when it started, I think it was quite innovative. It was somewhat seen as like, theek hai, at least now we have a Prime Minister who can speak, compared to the previous departure. But now it's like, it's just stuck there, yeah. Why can't the Prime Minister actually discuss ideas? For example, yes, he acknowledges a lot of good people in Man Ki Baat. He does a lot of things. But it's like, we need a principle for our country who can say, ki ye mat karo, ye karo, bachon ko mat pito, ye mat karo, yahan mat, ye. There's no moral guide, I feel.
I also think the Prime Minister now is playing a little safe compared to before. This is my personal reading. I'll tell you where I saw the difference, okay? When By the way, Kabir, I still think the Prime Minister is the most popular leader in the country by far. By far, there's nobody close to him. Like it's like a huge distance. I also think he's a good man. I do believe this as much as I oppose him. He's a good guy. I'll tell you where I think there is a fatigue with him. You see, when he did demonetization, people took the inconvenience and supported him. During COVID, when he said Tali Thali, people said, but take it. They said it's in good spirit. They all did it.
Yeah.
This time when he came on TV and he said, yaar, up, work from home, do this, nobody listened. In Delhi, nobody listened. I think the Prime Minister has a stature, as you rightly said, that is beyond any politician in India. Maybe in earlier times, Nehruji and Indiraji, and he's in that league. I think he should use his stature now, as you rightly said, to be the moral guide for India, or to taking India on the path that is not politically beneficial for BJP, that is right for India. So you don't have to be taking every filth that comes into BJP. In West Bengal, and I make this joke, it's in Hindi, एक थी मोहतरमा, उसके दिल में था काबा, वो भी चली भाजपा, उसके वो उसको प्यार नहीं sorry let me do this again. एक थी मोहतरमा, उसके दिल में था काबा, वो भी चली भाजपा, छोड़ी सबका पसीना, उसके दिल में था मदीना. They took her also. मतलब किसी को नहीं छोड़ा. They took that guy Pathan from Gujarat in West Bengal, उसको भी ले लिया. मतलब bro, like
Harbhajan Singh as well. Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, like at some point you have so much of power. Like some point stop this. Like stand for something.
Yeah.
And then you're telling others don't stand for anything. What are you standing for? You're taking Yusuf Pathan and this. You're not even standing for Hindutva.
But that will probably hurt them in the long run, no? Because there was a clear ideological line that they would draw. There was at least, they would give primacy to like the ordinary Karyakarta who would have been working for the party for 30 years. Abhi, just for example's sake, here and there they do it, but really, when you know that most of them are migrants.
So the Prime Minister will lose his moral authority, which
Correct.
he has.
Yeah.
And he shouldn't.
Yeah.
Because I do believe he's good for the country. I do believe he has a good intention for the country.
Why doesn't I know that the Congress also has really good leadership. At a local level, there are very good people within the Congress, and there's popular in Karnataka itself. The BJP, when the internal meetings happen, they say कि ये आदमी बहुत अच्छा कर रहा है, वो Congress में है, but he's a good guy. Get him here. Why isn't the Congress party like highlighting these people? Making examples out of them, just like the RSS and BJP do.
No idea. I also think the problem with the Congress is just look at Karnataka Congress. When DK had his cabinet, 14 out of 16 were Nepo kids.
Yeah, correct.
It's not good.
And old people.
Yeah. And it's not good. And some of these Nepo kids in the Congress are totally destroying the Congress, particularly your Karnataka Congress. Loudmouths.
They're one of the reasons why I moved away from that circle.
And arrogant.
Yeah.
And they have no business. They're only there because their fathers are in influential positions. Very terrible. And they don't realize the damage they're causing to the Congress.
We need somebody like you who can speak this out in Karnataka.
I don't think I want to do this in Congress. I don't think, because I just think whatever road I choose, I will have to be, because
I have that immunity because they know that, I'm well networked in Delhi. I have a base here. Otherwise, my ass would be on the first flight out from Bangalore.
And some of these, and I'll be critical, some of the things that I've been critical of the BJP about, with freedom of speech, etc.
Yeah.
When I see that in Karnataka, it scares me. I'm like, bro, and you can't justify it. Shit is shit, period. Like, look at us. We did what we did because we both don't care. But you can't be scared of the government acting on you or not acting, or you can't be influential for the government not to act on you. That's not how it is, yeah? Say what the fuck you want. As long as it's not,
Yeah.
underwears about women
Yeah.
that you've been talking about.
Correct.
Or lesbianism about MPs that you've been talking.
You were the one who provoked me, so we are both going to jail.
You are exactly like a fucking BJP. You put it all on the Congress. But bro, so much fun.
Thank you so much.
Was this good?
Yeah.
Am I fucking getting the hamper?
Yeah, we are. No, I'll
In
get it to you.
Bangalore.
It's a very nice, so it's like a culturally locally curated hamper. So we have like Mysore sandalwood products, some really good coffee powders.
I love that.
So,
I'm a coffee person,
yeah,
as you
it's
clearly
not as fancy as Karan Johar, but it'll do.
I don't fancy Karan Johar.
You fancy
Fuck,
the
this
hamper.
podcast has gone crazy. But bro,
Thanks
thanks.
so much.
Thank you, bro. It was so much fun having you, and thank you for having me. Sorry. Thank you for having me. Really appreciate it.